Today we celebrate 20 years of an amazing and very life-changing partnership, the Kenya Partnership. Over 20 years ago, 4 people were connected in an amazing way. Professor Samuel Kip Ilolia from Kenya, Pastor John McFadden, Pastor Maynard Beamer, and Pastor Samuel Chipkonga. Maynard and Samuel exchanged handwritten letters on behalf of the church here and the churches in the Kerio Valley. In 1998, people traveled from our church to Kenya and a partnership began. Over the years, we've traveled to Kenya and we've hosted our friends here as well. Projects we worked on together were a water purification system powered by solar panels, a community library, medical supplies for the local clinics, medical mannequins for the nursing school at Kapsawar, a motorbike for pastors, a prosthesis for a man who lost his leg in the tribal violence, training for women on business practices and loans, bikini pads and underwear for young girls, and Lucy lights, which are solar lights that enable students to study at home in the evening. Throughout our partnership history, education has been the priority. Initially, funds were sent and they were divided among many students, but this was never enough, and the parents couldn't supplement, the students would be sent home, and eventually never did finish secondary school. After much discernment, in 2011 and 12, we began the sponsorship program. Funds provided by families here at First Congo were used to send 22 students to school in 2012 and pay their entire fee. This ensured that they could remain in school without any interruption and complete their secondary education. You will hear more about how this program has grown and continues to need more sponsors in a few minutes. This partnership has impacted my life. It's graced me with friends in Kenya, friends who challenge me to be much more faithful in my life. They mentor me, they encourage me, they pray for me. I know Wanda and Amy and others would echo those thoughts as well. What has bound this partnership together for 20 years? It's faith, it's hope, and it's love. These are the words that describe how God has used people in different parts of the world to stand with open hands in mutual partnership and friendship. Bwana asifiwe.
Jambo. I have had the remarkable experience of going to Kenya with our church in 2016 and in 2017, and I am so thankful to have the opportunity to return to Kenya in 2019. The students that we sponsor are the main reason that I go to Kenya and make this long 30-plus hour, 3-day journey to the Kerio Valley. My greatest joy of going to Kenya is visiting the students that we sponsor. In 2016, we visited 27 of our sponsored students. In 2017, we visited 44 of our sponsored students. I'm really excited to see how many of our sponsored students we can see in 2019. The blessings of visiting our students is that we actually get to know them. We meet with our sponsored students, talk with them, take pictures of them, record messages from them, and tell them all about you. We then bring back these pictures and messages and share them with you. We create relationships, and through relationships comes understanding, and through understanding comes unity. When I was in Kenya in 2016, I received this walking stick from an older gentleman. He smiled at me and spoke some Swahili to me and gave me this walking stick. And I smiled and nodded. In Kenya, people use this walking stick to scare away snakes, but also it provides stability in the very rough hillsides of the Kerio Valley. I think of this older gentleman and wonder, why did he give me his walking stick? Is there a message behind this act of unconditional kindness? Does it represent stability? I tell people that going to Kenya grounds me. Wearing my bracelet reminds me every day. And having this older man give me his walking stick, for me, is a sign of stability. In turn, we are providing stability to our 76 sponsored students. The circle of stability is not broken. It is actually expanding. There's a Chinese proverb that says, if you want 1 year of prosperity, grow grain. If you want 10 years of prosperity, grow trees. If you want 100 years of prosperity, grow people. Please consider growing people. Join us in sponsoring a child. We look forward to sharing your child's education and spiritual journey when we return from our trip during Sponsorship Sunday, at luncheon in March, and again in Global Sunday in October. And in the words of Nelson Mandela, education is the most powerful weapon which we can use to change the world. Thank you.
As you've already heard, in addition to educational fees, basic needs that most of us take for granted are essential for educational success. We received a number of videos and expressions of thanks. Mildred has been doing some wonderful videotaping using her smartphone, and she had a lot of time to do that when she visited the girls at Sambalat and Latir schools, which means most of the videos that we received reference the basic needs we were able to provide, such as panties and pads, and also help us to understand the fact that these students can thus remain in school more consistently and more confidently, allowing their dreams for the future to be more clear. So we have a couple of messages that we want to share with you, because I think it shows how confident the girls are in wanting to express their thanks to you today.
How are you? My name is Kito Cherotich Daisy from Sambalat Primary School. On behalf of the girls, we are happy for the panties and the sanitary bags that you gave us. Thank you. May God bless you.
Hello, this is Sambalat Primary School. Speaking with you is the teacher in charge of the girls' sanitary and the bands. On behalf of the school, we are very grateful, our dear friends, the well-wishers who are caring to us. On behalf of the girls, we are thankful. The girls nowadays are in school, they have a present. May God continue blessing you with the good job that you are doing. Live long. May God continue blessing you to continue assisting us so that our girls will attain their life dreams. God bless you. Thank you.
This is Sambalat Primary School. On behalf of our girls, we are thankful because of the panties and the bags. And the girls can now participate in school activities without fear. God bless you. Thank you.
My name is Sheila Cherop. I'm in grade 11. We have been receiving this gift since I joined grade 9, but now I'm in grade 11. It has been of great help to us because it makes us to be more comfortable in class. Also, it helps us during the times of monthly times because we can be able to change them. Also, we can be able to change them and we have more of them to use. Also, we are very thankful to you and we say thank you very much for your great concern about us. May you continue being of great help to us just the way you are doing to us. May God bless you. Thank you very much.
The Kenyan government pays for education through grade 8, but secondary school is paid for by the parents of the students. Many of the youth are unable to attend secondary school because their parents cannot afford this cost. By the request of our Kenyan partners, we have established a sponsorship program to support students of need. These students apply for a sponsorship and are selected by a panel of church leaders from our partners in Kenya. Besides needs, students must be high achievers and show potential to be leaders in their communities. Our sponsors have the opportunity to support a full or half sponsorship for $650 or $325 respectively. The program has grown over the past few years, as you can see in the chart shown on the screen. In the first year, 3 sponsoring families supported 2 university students. Last year, we had 76 sponsors. 14 of them were first-time sponsors. Together, we sponsored 64 high school students and 11 college students. This program continues to be the most important to our Kenya partners. On their behalf, we thank you. We thank all of you who have supported this program over the years. If you are not already a sponsor, we hope you will consider participating in this ministry.
Hello, Mark and Lori Doherty, and we started sponsoring, about in 2012, and Joyce, which you'll see a video next, was our student. We were kind of thrilled when we got a letter back from her, and she said that she wanted to pursue her career in restaurant and hospitality, and kind of tugged at our heartstrings a little bit on that. I guess fast forwarding a few years, when we learned that the UCC team went over and Joyce was there and made a tasty snack for them and conveyed to them that she wanted to pursue her career and to become a restaurant, either an owner or a manager, but she didn't have the financial whereabouts to continue. That was kind of the catalyst that started us. We reached out and said, well, how can we help, And so we are now staying with Joyce, and we're going to see her through her education to achieve her dream of becoming an owner or a restaurant manager someday.
Joyce's picture stays prominently on our bulletin board. We have a bulletin board of course, our kids, but many friends and family, and she just remains such a big part of our heart, and such a little modest contribution when we started in 2012 has turned into this wonderful, wonderful thing for Joyce and for us. On the back of her card, she says, I would like to thank God for my sponsors. I'm very happy. Without your support, I would not be where I am today. I am successful because of you. I am aiming to upgrade my degree to have a better job. I am so thankful. I pray for my sponsors. I promise to help those who are needy. I dream about owning my own restaurant one day. And we dream of meeting Joyce one day.
Hopefully she can make us a tasty snack. So that's, you realize how much a difference it makes by contributing to their lives of, I'm going to say a relatively, meager contribution in our lives, can make such a big impact on hers. So if you're interested, I encourage you, heartfelt. So thank you.
I'm Joyce Mbona. I'd like to thank you for paying my school fees. I'm at University of Eldoret. I've started my classes. I'd like to appreciate you for everything. Thank you for the upkeep too. It has enabled me to pay my rent and also buy some food. I really thank you. May God bless you.
It's amazing how such a small act of kindness and generosity can do so much to bring light and hope into someone else's life. And then to think about how news of their achievements in the face of great challenge can inspire us to live better, more humbly, and to learn to love more graciously. When people outside of our community ask about our Kenya partnership, I'm quick to accentuate the partnership piece. You see, we are not just sponsoring students over there or helping our friends over there. We are learning, I am learning every day from them what it means to be a more faithful Christian and a more hope-filled person. Some of our sponsored students have families who have sacrificed greatly, selling off their own property and livestock that they need for their sustenance in order to further their child's education. Other students have little in the way of family or external support financially emotionally, or spiritually. Through our sponsorships and the efforts of our partners, these students are receiving support beyond just the payment of their school fees. They have an opportunity to dream about a different future and to understand that they are also a part of a global community. And we learn again the difference that something small and incidental can make in another's life. A pebble thrown into the ocean that makes ripples that extend well beyond our vision or awareness. We share with you now messages of gratitude from Evans and Claudius, who hold you, who hold all of us in their thoughts and prayers because of the relationship of support they have felt from you.
Hello, my sponsors, the Community Guild and Women Group. Receive my greetings in the name of God. I also take this opportunity to thank you for the financial support that you gave unto me from grade 10 to grade 12. I again thank you for giving me another opportunity to pursue diploma in nursing here at Moi Teaching and Referral Hospital. Having cleared my school fees, it's now my turn to concentrate in my class activities and work hard to ensure that I become a professional nurse in future. I look forward to offer quality healthcare services to the people from the community. I also thank you for having the moment to sponsor children from lesser background in the society. I take this opportunity to thank you for having such a wonderful heart and generosity. May God bless you all.
Hello, people of Congregational Church. My name is Claudius Kintai. Receive my greetings and my parents' greetings in the name of Jesus. I want to take this opportunity to thank my sponsors, especially John Jensen, for taking me through grade 10 to grade 12. I again want to take this opportunity to thank Deb and Amy for taking me through university life. It's now my turn to work hard. Now that my university fee have been cleared, I'll come out as secondary school professional teacher. I've been majored in mathematics and physics. I'll come out and being a role model to my community and assist those students from my community. I again want to thank Congregational Church at large for giving support to the students from lesser community like me. I again take this opportunity to thank you for paying us visit here in Kenya and give us motivational in terms of guidance, which gives us courage to face challenges whenever we are being faced by challenges. Thank you, and may God bless you.
So in January, 6 of us will travel to Kenya. We're going to share in a joint celebration of the 20th anniversary of our partnership. We'll worship together and have a feast in the village of Tot. On the menu is goat and chicken. And Mildred told us to expect as many as 1,000 people at this gathering. As we listen and learn from our partners there, we will know best how to pray for each other in the months to come. We will have to stay open to the Spirit's guidance about seeds planted in our hearts and minds through our time there and about how this partnership and friendship might grow. We'll be blessed by our interactions with those whose lives are so very different from ours, even as we hold in common a love for God that consumes us, body, mind, and soul, and invites us to love our neighbors, even a world away, with a similar love. I have not made a journey like this in my lifetime before. Some of the unknown pieces of it make me a little anxious, but then I remember that I'm journeying to reconnect with my friends, Mildred and Jeremiah, and to meet the beautiful people who dedicate so much of their lives to these students and this program. I cannot wait to learn more from them, not just about their culture, but about their faith that leads them to action on behalf of these young people. The 6 of us who will travel, Amy, Deb, Wanda, Greg Hazel, My husband Carl and myself will travel more easily knowing that your prayers are with us. Our faith binds us in fellowship with each other here and with our partners there, so that we can be about Christ's work in the world. So may God richly bless this partnership with spiritual growth and discernment to help us grow in friendship. May God's love enfold the students and their families whose lives are enriched by our partnership, that they might be a part of a next generation of hope-filled, faith-filled leaders in their communities and in our world. May God's peace prevail in times of challenge for them and for us, as together we learn how to respond to God's call on our lives together. In the strong name of Jesus, we ask this. Bwana asifiwe. Praise the Lord.